Beautiful Ballito here in South Africa. It is the first QS 10,000 of the year. Welcome to the final heat of the round. It is a pretty meaty one. I'll use the word meaty to describe the man in red, W.Carmichael, Championship Tour surfer here, surfing in form in the draw in Ballito, takes on T.Hendrickson out of Maui. F.Nakagima is the Brazilian. Watch for his flair here in the Ballito lineup. No one has more on the Championship Tour than G.Colapinto, the man in green. As we welcome you to heat number 12, Gig alongside the event ambassador, Sal Masekela, as we see G.Colapinto quickly into it. Yeah.
This is one of those days that it pays if you said yes to yourself. Look at W.Carmichael.
Well, and then you come and look and you see the world's best out there pulling 8s and 9s out of the lineup on a day that you would come look over the fence and go, nah, I'm going to do other stuff today. I'll come back to the beach tomorrow.
I didn't do the things and surf those hard heats or get out in the waves when they were bad the way I used to. And he said, I'll never take that for granted again. He's like, now I just make sure that I get my surfs in, and I get my surfs in whatever conditions possible.
There is a work ethic that pays out. It's a lesson of life, and certainly something that the qualifying series surfers are starting to understand to a fuller degree.
Indeed, as you see T.Hendrickson working to get around this section here. Nice little float to start. He's just a human energy ball.
Great stuff from T.Hendrickson there.
Great wave. I had dinner with W.Carmichael last night.
Yeah, as the tide's filling in here, you're going to think that the guys might be splitting up their focus between the rights and the lefts. Nakajima with the no payout on a right-hander there will go back to the drawing board.
Guys who get excited about what they can do when the waves are bad, this is what those sessions pay off for.
Well, here's Carmichael, already a 717 for an opener, shows us why he's one of the most exciting, hard-working surfers in both the Championship Tour this year again. And, of course, Wade in the qualifying series here. If you're wondering what he's doing on your screen, he's one of a number of Championship Tour surfers, keeping the blade sharp, so to speak. Just 4 days to go until the upcoming Corona Open J-Bay.
Came here first and just got settled into the vibe here in Ballito.
Well, breaking down numbers here. Sal, what are we making of F.Nakagima? Gee, he's been on performance here in Ballito this year. Only about 8 or 9 seconds between it. As it matures overnight, we're going to wake up to way more structured walls where you can attack it a little quicker. But certainly today, Geordie reading it like an absolute book, which you'd expect from someone who's grown up in the area.
Like just endless fireworks at home in the States.
Yeah, you guys know how to celebrate that one, Sal. Well, T.Hendrickson.
Speaking of fireworks.
Yeah. Talk us through it.
T.Hendrickson going mad, looking for a 7.20. We'll see the first half of the wave. So surf time has been cut down, so I'm excited. I'll be one of those first people out in the morning. As you see, G.Colapinto from San Clemente. One of the things that really strikes me about his surfing that you can see is that maturity, that patience, and that poise.
Exactly. Salo was fortunate to be standing on the rocks that day back in 1992 as Derek Hine brought Tom Curran back. Talking of an approach here, this is a well-paced one here. You're watching a little bit of downtime in between, which is good because it's emphasizing that combination. And F.Nakagima is going to agree with us, Sal.
Nice wave for him. As
we get all those numbers up to date in what now we're informed is the final heat of the day. T.Hendrickson would like to be part of the final 24 here in Ballito. He's going to switch his focus to the left-hander. It's into the wind, and that's what happens. Ooh. You're talking of Baron Mamiya on the North Shore. What about the boys in Maui? They know how to punt into the wind as well. Yours is the story of an exiled child that gets to return.
Yeah, and it's really, really special. One of the great things about watching W.Carmichael surf, as I commentator curse him, and as this is a sport that is subjective, the more appealing you make it look, the better your scores are going to be.
That was just as the curtain of apartheid. The curtain of apartheid had just sort of been grabbed. It wasn't fully pulled open. It was a process, right? And so those early 90s was really still the country trying to find its way back into the global picture.
Yeah, I mean, I was here in 1991 and experienced it firsthand. Hand jibe. How's that? So this is the setup. Oh, wait, maybe it was...
Well, down the line, there was no interference either way. That was a massive hook.
See, in these conditions, tough to do.
Well, here's someone that's not scared of punting into the air. G.Colapinto down uncharacteristically in fourth in this. That's why I threw the topic in there. We're trying to poke a left out of the lineup here. We want to see some action. And you're seeing a few more of them, but it's still predominantly right-handers. Here goes T.Hendrickson. Second place surfer looking to defend, and that's a big combination, and he'll vaporize on that one. So T.Hendrickson at work, a 6.17 and a 5.23 currently in the scoreline. They get irritated by the theatrics of
I
the
do. I think subliminally they do, as we see Tanner looking for a ramp here as that wind is coming into the left, challenging. Well, he can't do this, so maybe if the waves get over 6 feet, he constantly proves people wrong. As G.Colapinto, now as we head into this is it. As we see Griffin looking, he's looking for that little ramp. Nice little turn in the hook. That wave did not do what he wanted it to. His whole approach is different now, and he's dangerous. He's so dangerous. I mean, you could say, as you see with 47 seconds to go, Griffin, beautiful first turn, looking for an 8.57, hoping that thing's going to connect through. Frustration all over his body.
Well, Griffin, of course, his main focus, Sal, all about next week. And Sal, as we wrap up heat number 12 here with Nakajima and Championship Tour surfer W.Carmichael here in the qualifying series moving through to the next round, we've narrowed the field down to 24. Stay with us. We're going to go to a post-show. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back to discuss many things here in Ballito, South Africa.